imagine you're from a place that many parts of the world have never heard of until I don't know how much I thought about Dagestan before Khabib came around, and then now they have not just a world champion, but a guy who smashed the most famous fighter on the planet, or one of the most famous fighters on the planet. It's like him and Floyd Mayweather are probably the two most famous fighters. Yeah, and Khabib just ran through him. So like, he's a huge star over there.
Yeah, he's huge. So it's a fun place to go. Matter of fact, I got to see a lot of cool stuff.
Look at this. Dagestan explodes with delight after Khabib defeats McGregor. They're all going crazy with their hats on. Look at people out in the street cheering. Dagestan explodes with delight after Khabib defeats McGregor. They're all going crazy with their hats on. Look at people out in the street cheering.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, man. Connor's, all the shit talk leading up to that fight, man, did that backfire. Like, on some people it works, and on some people it doesn't work at all, and it just makes him more relentless. When Khabib was hitting him, going, let's talk now. Come on, let's talk now.
Well, that's the thing with him, because he talks the whole time, right? Yeah, from the beginning of the day, he starts talking.
Khabib does?
Oh, yeah, he starts talking.
Really? What does he say?
Well, didn't you hear when he was fighting Johnson?
Yes, he's telling him, give up.
Yeah.
You know, I need a title shot. Give up. And then he got him in that horrific Kimura.
He knew exactly what the vision for this was. He executed it. It was impossible to not have it be an offensive nightmare of a movie. And 90% of my black friends are like, dude, that was great.
What about the other 10%?
I can't disagree with them, but I know where my heart was.
Yeah.
And I think that it's never an excuse to do something that is out of place and not of its time. But to me, it was just it was a blasting cap on. And by the way, I think White Chicks came out pretty soon after that. Yeah. And I was like, I love that. Yeah. I was like, that was great.
Yeah.
So, and my heart is, I get to be black for a summer in my mind. So there's something in it for me. The other thing is I get to hold up to nature the insane self-involved hypocrisy of artists and what they think they're allowed to do on occasion. Just my opinion.
Unless things change, it seems like no one can really – I don't think you could do blackface anymore. I mean, we almost lost the Prime Minister of Canada because he did brownface. He pretended to be Saudi Arabian, right? Yeah. He did Arabian Nights in high school or something like that. The fear is that eventually you're going to have to cut the whole top of someone's head off and put a new top with a whole bunch of wires if you want to get, the real turbocharged version, the P100D of brain stimulation.
I mean, ultimately, if you want to go with full AI symbiosis, you'll probably want to do something like that.
Symbiosis is a scary word when it comes to AI.
It's optional.
I would hope so.
So if you've got interface into the motor cortex and then an implant that's, say, that's like a microcontroller in your muscle groups, you could then create a sort of a neural shunt that restores somebody who's a quadriplegic to full functionality. Like they can walk around, be normal.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So
maybe slightly better.
Slightly better?
Over time.
We do our videos in other languages as well.
Really?
Yeah. And
wow.
So, I can't wait to get to show you this because I actually have a really cool story. Here, just go to the channel so you can translate.
Who does this?
We do it.
So you hire someone?
Videos. hit videos. Yeah, we have voice actors and everything.
Wow.
So these are the exact same videos on my main channel, but we pay voice actors to dub over them. We translate the text in the video, everything.
Mr. Beast in Espanol.
Yeah, that was actually one of the fastest growing channels last year. And it's just our videos
so
dubbed.
Smart.
Okay, now click on a video so we can kind of hear it.
Hoy, mis amigos y yo volveremos a la primaria. Al final de la clase haremos un examen de 10 preguntas. Y si te
And so
equivocas
scroll
en más
down
de dos,
so we can see the comments.
pruebas.
It's all in Spanish. Like,
that's dope.
Yeah, so that's now just I won't pull them all up, but now
in
just
the other countries.
Yeah, search Mr. Beast Brazil. We do a bunch of straight zeros, and so now the clock had started because once my mom found out, I was screwed.
Were you aware of that? Like, that you're running a risk?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so I would act like I was going to college that whole time, but I wasn't. And I didn't have enough money to move out. And that was kind of when I was just like 15 hours a day, all in. I was like, I'm fucked if this doesn't work. And I had some videos pop off. I couldn't tell you which ones, but I had a month where I made 20 grand because I just had some videos just do really, really well. And then I came home and I was like, I haven't been going to college, and I moved out the next day. My mom almost had a heart attack because she doesn't understand YouTube or anything back then, and she was like, man, this guy's gonna work at McDonald's. I wasted all this time. Like, I invested 18 years, and this is what I get.
Where were you living? What part of the country?
North Carolina. That's where I've lived almost my whole life.
Vince McMahon tells me an hour before I go out, you're going to win the whole thing tonight.
Whoa.
I went, what do you mean? He goes, you're going to win the whole thing. I'm throwing you right into the fire. I'll never forget this. He said, you're either going to fucking sink or you're going to swim. It's New York City. It's up to you. Little I knew, he went home and he called Vince McMahon. He said, you got to see this fucking kid. And Vince said, who? Rocky Johnson's son. He goes, all right, let me see him. Bring him out this Monday on Raw, and I'll throw him out in a match before the show starts. Whoa.